As a photographer and videographer, I feel that taking a photo or a video is often more powerful than we think. When I came to Australia, I found that photography and video works play an extraordinary role in cross-cultural communication and integration.
My name's MCCARTNEY and I've been taking photos for over 10 years with artists, with people who represent companies, CEOs, with just everyday people. A phone can take an amazing photo. But a photographer is someone who takes the time to set a scene, tell a story through their image. The role photography has and the impact it has on society, I feel, is to represent the true nature of people or events or happenings. And it's also for expression. So if you have an event that happens in the world, a photojournalist is there to capture it and tell a true story of what happened. If you're doing street photography, you want to capture the daily life of a particular city or a place. When you're taking portraits of people, you want to capture their true essence through the lens. And then also, it's also an amazing place to express some ideas you might have, because with lighting, with framing, with amazing old vintage lenses or the newest G Master Sony 24-70s, like you can choose what your style is. Do you want to choose something that's like Blade Runner-esque, or do you want to choose something that's like, you know, straight out of World War I, where you get like a vintage lens and it looks like a lot of grain and a lot of artifacts on the camera, and you can play around with storytelling. You could have someone who's from East Asia taking a photo of someone from East Africa, and then that's already cross-cultural kind of communication just by the two people on set, not from even the photo that's created. But we're in Australia, we have so many different people from different areas of the world. Well, being on set, you meet so many people. A photography set compromises of makeup artists, lighting, gaffers, camera assistants, producers, directors, the clients. There's all these different people, and they all come from different areas and walks of life. That I think for the act of photography is somewhere where you can meet so many different people and cross cultures just naturally. So that's one part of it, the actual photography side, the production side. Then when you create an image of somebody, they're obviously from some cultural background, and you're putting something out there in the world for people to see. So you might have never seen someone from Antarctica before, like some native person there, and you just go, wow, I've never seen that person before, but maybe because on National Geographic, a photographer has taken a photo of that person, now you're exposed to their culture, you know? So that's a more general media benefit as well, like the idea of sharing media and sharing stories. You know, you get someone to come in, you take the photo, but they might be professional models and they're used to that. You don't have to build the connection as much, but it's still always good to, because it's just human nature, you know? Whatever you do in life, it's always good to connect with people to some level. But if you're just starting out, yeah, that's half the work. It's even getting someone to come down to your shoot, or to get them to participate, you know? I'm sure there's a lot of people that are just happy to collaborate, but as you said, it's not just like being someone who just takes photos. You have to photograph them. So you have to actually get that deeper level to some degree and say, hey, I really like thinking we can create something special here. We can evoke an emotion that I was thinking of. This is my idea. These are some reference images. I think you'd be really the perfect person to do that? Do you mind looking at these images and seeing if you think you could do that? And just creating a discussion, first of all, and then getting into the shoot, and then really working. You have to work. So I would just leave this with, just treat people fairly, kindly, be positive, try your best, know that things will work out and other things won't in this photography career. Just always be true to yourself. And if you can take an objective stance and say, I love photography, I love taking images because I want people to be represented authentically and also beautifully. Have your values, stick by them, keep pursuing what you love, but also pay your bills. Don't just go out there and keep buying lenses. That's going to be a detriment. You don't want to get in trouble. Buy one lens and upgrade in 5 years. That's it. Like, just stick to some rules. I mean, I've learned from years and years. Like, I started when I graduated just taking photos of anything and everything, and I do recommend that still, because that's where you build up your skills in operating the camera. The ISO levels, the apertures, the shutter speeds, framing, camera movement, all of that stuff, you know? But don't waste too much time on that. Think about more aspects to life. Photography is a creative field, and in any creative field, I would say maybe half of it is the technical skills. The other half, on average, let's say, is the research and the connection. Take a camera and go out into the street and enjoy it. You could enjoy photography for 2-3 years and then decide to get professional. Getting professional only requires a small amount of time, dedicated time, to just change your mindset of what you love to do and turn it into a career. So that can wait. So just enjoy photography. You can definitely reach out to even people like myself for advice on how to frame an image or how to expose, lighting. There's so many different areas in photography that are really fun, and it's not always just taking the photo. It could be like setting up the scene or getting talent or actors in, people to take photos of. It could be the journey to the location. It can be researching particular lenses. There's so many different areas, and yeah, I would say just enjoy it.